Many clans in the Naruto world possess Hidden Jutsu secret techniques they created themselves and passed down only to generations within the same clan. These secret techniques establish a unique identity for each lineage and make them distinct in the ninja world. In this video, we will explore the most representative Hiden Jutsu of the famous clans in Naruto, discovering how they work their origins and the ninja who mastered them best. Shadow Imitation Technique. The Nara Clan stands out with one of the most unique Hiden Jutsu known as the Shadow Imitation Technique. Originally, this technique was not created for combat. In the early days of Konoha, Nara Clan members only used it to catch deer and collect their antlers. But over time, they realized the true potential of this technique and turned it into a secret weapon passed down within the clan through generations. The Shadow Imitation Technique allows the user to extend and connect their shadow with the shadow of the opponent. Once the two shadows are linked, every movement made by the user will be mirrored exactly by the opponent. It is a technique that requires strategy, patience, and precise calculation every second. However, if the opponent has strong chakra or great combat experience, they can still break free from the control. The biggest drawback of the technique is its heavy chakra consumption and short duration, usually lasting no more than 5 minutes. Because of that, the Nara Clan developed various adaptations to suit different situations. One of them is the shadow sewing technique, which allows the user to manipulate their shadow into sharp and thin threads used to restrain or directly damage the enemy in battle. Next is the shadow gathering technique, which enables the shadow to take on physical, tentacle-like forms to grasp weapons or provide support in combat. A more dangerous form is the shadow neck binding technique. After connecting their shadow with the opponents, the user shapes it into a hand that climbs up the target's body and strangles them. The closer the distance, the stronger the choke becomes. There is also the Shadow Imitation Shuriken technique, where the user infuses chakra into shuriken, giving their shadows the properties of shadow imitation. When the shuriken's shadow touches the opponent's shadow, the target becomes immobilized instantly. By the time of Boruto, Shikadai Nara inherited and advanced the technique to a higher level by creating a circular shadow field that covers a wide area, making it almost impossible for enemies to escape. Finally, there is Black Spider Lily, a special technique only performed by Shikaku Nara. After using shadow sewing technique to restrain the target, Shikaku manipulates the shadow threads like ropes to pull the opponent toward him. This technique is often used in coordination with allies to deliver a finishing attack. The most notable ninja who have mastered the shadow imitation technique include Shikamaru Nara, the 8th Hokage and current head of the clan, Shikaku Nara, the former clan leader and brilliant strategist who sacrificed himself during the Fourth Great Ninja War, Ensui Nara, an exceptional soldier from the same war, and Shikadai Nara, the talented successor of the new generation. Mind-body switch technique. The Yamanaka clan is known as the best ninja for intelligence, espionage, and communication throughout the entire shinobi world. Their strength lies in their mind control abilities, best demonstrated by the clan's most famous secret technique, the mind-body switch technique. Thanks to this Hiden Jutsu, the user can transfer their consciousness into another body, be it human or animal, and gain complete control over the target until their chakra is depleted. During that time, their original body will fall into an immobile state. Therefore, using this technique requires protection from teammates. However, the mind transfer technique also has limitations. If the target has a stronger will, they can resist or expel the invading consciousness out of their body, as was the case between Sakura and Ino during the Chunin exams. Additionally, any injury the possessed body suffers will feed back onto the user's real body. Like many other hidden jutsu, the Yamanaka clan's secret technique also has many variations developed over the generations. Mind-body disturbance technique is a manipulation technique that allows the user to transmit chakra directly into the target's nervous system to manipulate their body. Unlike the mind-body switch, the user's consciousness remains in their original body so they can safely manipulate even when outnumbered. This technique can control multiple targets simultaneously and be performed from a distance, causing enemies to attack each other or act according to the user's will. Targets remain aware of what their body is doing, but do not understand why, increasing chaos and disarray in the enemy ranks. Next is the Mind Clone Switch technique, an advanced variation that allows the user to control multiple bodies simultaneously. They can split their consciousness to control multiple targets independently. However, this technique still carries the same risk as the original. The real body is completely defenseless during use. Telepathic communication technique allows the user to communicate telepathically with one or more people at once. By tapping into another person's mind, they can also share or extend this connection to teammates, allowing the entire team to exchange information instantly during combat. Interestingly, Yamanaka clan members can communicate telepathically without physical contact. Psycho mind transmission is used to read others' memories. By placing their hand on the target's head, the user can invade the mind and retrieve information, including memories that have been blocked or forgotten. This ability turns the Yamanaka clan into living weapons in torture and ninja crime investigation. And finally, Mind Puppet Switch Cursed Seal Technique is a rare technique used by Fu Yamanaka while serving in Danzo Shimura's root organization. The user manipulates a specially designed trap puppet. When its weapon touches the target, the victim's soul is sealed inside the puppet, while Fu's consciousness is transferred to the possessed body, allowing him to control it as his own. The most outstanding ninja of the Yamanaka clan include Inoichi Yamanaka, former clan head and psychological warfare expert of Konoha; Ino Yamanaka, Inoichi's daughter; Fu Yamanaka, Danzo's famous root member; and Inojin Yamanaka, Ino's son in the Boruto era, who combined his clan's Hiden Jutsu with his father's size drawing art. Multi-size technique. The Akamichi clan is one of the oldest clans in Konoha, famous for their ability to convert calories into chakra to amplify physical strength. Their signature secret technique, the multi-size technique, allows the user to expand their body size at will, ranging from enlarging individual body parts to becoming giant-sized completely. The power of this technique depends on the amount of energy they consume from food before battle. Akamichi members who have not mastered this ability often use the 3 colored pills, 3 special pills that accelerate the conversion of calories into chakra. However, these pills are extremely dangerous because they can burn up all the body's energy in a short time, potentially causing the user's death if the limit is exceeded. This is why most Akamichi members possess large physiques to store more energy than an average person. This ninjutsu also has several variations used by the Akamichi clan members. The most notable and familiar among them is the human bullet tank. After enlarging their body using the multi-size technique, the user retracts their head and limbs, then spins at high speed to attack opponents like a living cannonball. Interestingly, this technique can also be performed underwater or combined with kunai wire for damage against enemies, and can also be coordinated with another Akamichi member to double the power. Super Open Hand Slap is an extremely powerful taijutsu strike where the user converts calories into chakra and focuses it entirely into their palm, creating distinctive marks. This strike makes the palm as hard as an iron hammer, powerful enough to collapse the ground and cause massive wide-ranging damage. Partial multi-size technique is an advanced control version that allows the user to enlarge only specific body parts instead of the whole body, usually the arms or hands, to increase physical power in close combat. Super multi-size technique is an enhanced version of the multi-size technique, allowing the user to enlarge their body to a gigantic size even comparable to a mountain. Thanks to this enormous size, all physical attacks carry destructive power and cover a very wide range. However, this technique puts great stress on the body and consumes a huge amount of chakra. In the early stages, Choji had to use the 3 colored pills to have enough energy to perform it. Finally, the pinnacle of the Akamichi Hidden Jutsu is the butterfly mode, a state where the user burns a massive amount of calories to release chakra at its maximum level. Upon reaching this state, the chakra in their body concentrates into 2 glowing butterfly wings behind their back. These wings increase taijutsu and ninjutsu abilities by 100%, allowing them to execute the butterfly bomb attack with tremendous destructive power. The color of the wings reflects the user's personality and chakra type. To date, only Choji Akimichi and his daughter Chocho Akimichi can achieve this state. The best ninja to use this technique are Choji Akimichi, the current clan leader, Choza Akimichi, the former clan head and Choji's father, and Torafu Akimichi, a former member of the escort squad of the second Hokage Tobirama Senju. Formation Ino Shikacho. Though not a single jutsu, Formation Ino Shikacho is still considered a special Hiden Jutsu because it is a battle strategy that merges the 3 secret techniques of the 3 clans, Nara, Yamanaka, and Akimichi. This strategy is passed down exclusively within the 3 clans as a symbol of the strong bond that has connected them for generations of ninja. In this formation, the Nara member uses the shadow imitation technique to lock the opponent's movement. Immediately following, the Yamanaka member performs the mind-body switch technique to penetrate the target's consciousness and gain control. Finally, the Akimichi ninja uses the multi-size technique to deliver the finishing blow with overwhelming physical force. This perfect coordination is why Formation Ino Shikacho is seen as the symbol of team spirit in the history of the Hidden Leaf Village. Hydrification technique. The Hozuki clan is one of the strongest lineages in the Hidden Mist Village, known for wielding their characteristic Hiden Jutsu, the hydrification technique, which allows the user to turn their body into liquid and solidify any part of it at will. Thanks to this ability, they are nearly immune to normal physical attacks, because any part of their body, from hair and skin to muscles, can liquefy to avoid damage. However, this technique requires the water content in the body to remain stable, so Hozuki members must constantly carry a water bottle or stay near a water source to recover after combat. The hydrification technique also has several other interesting variations. Drowning water blob technique is a variant used by Suijutsu Hozuki. By detaching a part of his body, he creates a spherical water mass surrounding the opponent's head, causing them to suffocate from lack of oxygen. If maintained long enough, this technique can also kill the victim. Water arm technique. The user concentrates all the water in their body into one arm, making the muscles swell and become as hard as steel. Its strength is enough to pierce walls, break metal doors, or knock back enemies at a distance. One of the strongest variants of this Hiden Jutsu is Water Release Tate Eboshi. By merging the hydrification technique with a water source, he creates a gigantic wave shaped like a demon fish to engage with large targets or shield allies. This technique is powerful enough to repel Killer Bee even in his tailed beast mode, but it cannot withstand the dreadful destructive power of a tailed beast ball at close range. The explosion knocked Suigetsu unconscious and reverted his body to a jelly-like state, yet his survival after that attack still proves the technique's extraordinary defense. In addition, the second Mizukage has two other very strong variants. First is the water gun technique. He can fire a droplet of water with extremely high pressure from his fingertip, creating a shot faster than sound. This attack mimics the function of a real gun and can pierce targets with a single shot. Second is the water oil explosion technique. This is a combination technique between hydrification and Gengetsu's unique oil creation ability. After spreading oil on the ground, he creates countless water bubbles that explode at high speed, causing widespread damage. The individuals who have mastered the hydrification technique best are Suigetsu Hozuki, Mangetsu Hozuki, one of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist, and finally Gengetsu Hozuki, the second Mizukage of the Hidden Mist Village, who elevated this skill to an art form and made it a symbol of Kirigakure's strength. Parasitic insect techniques. The Aburame clan is one of the most mysterious and fearsome lineages in the Hidden Leaf Village. They possess a characteristic Hiden Jutsu called the parasitic destruction insect technique. From the moment a child is born, their body is offered to a special type of insect called Kikaichu, allowing them to live parasitically and grow up inside the host. In return, these insects share chakra with their owner and serve them in combat. When they reach adulthood, Aburame members learn to control millions of insects using their will and chakra, turning them into highly effective weapons for offense, defense, and reconnaissance. Clan members typically use the Kikaichu, but some carry more unique breeds like Shokaichu or Rinkaichu, which are extremely venomous and rare parasites. Torun Aburame and his biological father Shikuro are the only ninja ever known to control the latter type of insects. Thanks to this perfect symbiotic bond between human and insect, the Aburame clan can employ a range of different techniques, such as Insect Tornado. In this technique, the user commands a swarm of insects to move in a spiral shape to trap and disorient the target, making escape impossible. Parasitic Gigantic Beetle Infestation. An extremely dangerous jutsu in which the user has insects parasitize the victim's body. They eat the target's flesh and chakra, multiplying rapidly until they completely devour the body. Insect Wall Technique. The user creates a defensive shield by gathering thousands of insects around their body, blocking physical and chakra attacks. Insect Clone Technique. A collection of insects combined to take on the appearance of the user. This clone can move, attack, and distract opponents before dissolving into the swarm. Insect Sphere. An extremely dangerous technique where the user orders the insect swarm to completely envelop the enemy's body. They drain all chakra and life energy, completely consuming the victim. Finally, Torun is famous for using Rinkaichu, an extremely toxic insect species that can infect a victim simply by touch. With them, he can perform rare and dangerous techniques like Poison Cloud Technique and Jar of Poison Technique. Both techniques are considered forbidden jutsu due to their extremely high lethality and infectious nature. The ninja who have best mastered the parasitic insect techniques include Shino Aburame, a member of Kurenai's team, Shibi Aburame, Shino's father and clan leader, Torun Aburame, Shibi's adopted son and former root member who was considered the most dangerous biological weapon Danzo ever possessed, and Tatsuya Aburame, another former root member. Gentle Fist. The Hyuga clan is one of the most legendary lineages in the Hidden Leaf Village, and is part of the village's 4 noble clans, famous throughout the ninja world for the Byakugan visual jutsu and their unique Gentle Fist taijutsu style. Unlike normal taijutsu styles that focus on physical strength, the Gentle Fist inflicts internal damage by directly attacking the opponent's chakra circulatory system. Each seemingly light blow actually injects a small amount of chakra into the target's body, disrupting the internal flow of power and causing severe damage to internal organs. When combined with the Byakugan's 360-degree vision and ability to detect crucial chakra points, this style becomes one of the most effective defensive and counterattacking techniques to ever exist. From the Gentle Fist, many different techniques are derived and used by the Hyuga clan. One such technique is Gentle Fist Chakra Point Needle, a technique used by Neji, which allows the user to expel chakra from their fingertips into super small, sharp chakra needles powerful enough to sever the opponent's chakra network. 8 trigrams palm rotation. This is the ultimate defensive technique of the Hyuga clan, allowing the user to release chakra from all chakra points on their body and spin at high speed, creating an enveloping chakra shield. When activated, it repels all physical and chakra attacks from the user's range, protecting them and nearby allies. 8 trigrams air palm. This technique is similar to the 8 trigrams palm rotation but focuses on a specific target instead of a wide area. The user accurately locates the opponent's vital points using the Byakugan, then delivers an open palm thrust that releases a high-speed compressed chakra current. This pressure wave attacks the enemy's weak points from a distance, blasting them away with tremendous force before they realize they have been hit. The pinnacle of the gentle fist is the technique 8 trigrams 64 palms, in which the user utilizes the Byakugan's 360-degree sight to pinpoint all of the opponent's chakra points. With absolute speed and precision, they deliver 64 consecutive strikes to lock all chakra flow, completely paralyzing the opponent. This technique has several variations, ranging from the 32 palms to the 128 palms. It is noteworthy that these techniques were originally taught only to the clan's main house, but Neji Hyuga, despite belonging to the branch house, was the only one who independently learned and mastered them. Finally, the ultimate technique of this style is the twin lion fists, in which the user shapes the chakra around both hands into glowing lion heads, significantly increasing attack power and range while simultaneously draining the opponent's chakra upon contact. This technique is only passed down to the main house, and Hinata was the first to use it in the battle against Pain to protect Naruto. The ninja who have demonstrated the gentle fist at the highest level include Neji Hyuga, the genius of the branch house, Hinata Hyuga, the Byakugan princess, who mastered the twin lion fists, and the twins Hiyashi and Hizashi Hyuga, Hinata's and Neji's fathers respectively, who are acknowledged masters in the clan's history. Adamantine sealing chains. The Uzumaki clan is famous throughout the ninja world for their superior sealing jutsu ability, and among these, their most distinctive technique is the adamantine sealing chains. Unlike common sealing techniques, this technique is kept absolutely secret and only passed down within the clan, making it regarded as a true Hiden Jutsu. The user can shape their chakra into materialized chains that serve both defensively and offensively for binding or direct attack. The power of these chains is enough to tightly restrain even a tailed beast, while also creating an extremely durable chakra defense layer around the user's body. Some clan members, such as Kushina Uzumaki or Karin Uzumaki, have demonstrated the ability to spontaneously activate this technique, leading many to mistake it for a hereditary Keki Genkai. However, according to official information in the manga and the Naruto databook, the adamantine sealing chains is classified as a special sealing jutsu, an exclusive Hidden Jutsu of the Uzumaki clan. Death-controlling possessed blood deep within the land of hot water, there once existed a mysterious cult that worshipped a deity called Jashin, an entity said to represent destruction and eternal death. This cult, known as Jashinism, adheres to a brutal creed sacrificing human lives in rituals to their god in exchange for the gift of immortality. From that dark ritual, a terrifying Hiden Jutsu was born, the cursed technique death-controlling possessed blood. To begin the ritual, the user must ingest a portion of the target's blood. Immediately, their body transforms, their skin turns black and white, markings resembling a human skeleton appear. They then draw the Jashin symbol on the ground and stand inside the circle. Once the ritual is complete, a death link is established between the caster and the victim. As long as the user remains within the circle, any damage they inflict upon themselves is directly reflected onto the opponent's body. The only known user to have mastered it is Hiden, the immortal of the Akatsuki, who views killing as a sacred religious rite. Thanks to death-controlling possessed blood, Hiden can survive being stabbed through the heart, beheading, or even being dismembered, making him one of the most dangerous and fanatical individuals in the entire ninja world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos.